desperation on 2nd and 10. They bring it. It's picked up. Giving Brady time, and he's intercepted. P.J. Williams still going. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
So Tom Brady remains winless against the Saints as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer in the regular season. He's now 0-3. Not that that matters because he won the Super Bowl last year, but the Bucs were able to, the Saints were able to hang on to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 36-27. They forced 3 turnovers. Tampa didn't force a turnover. Jameis got injured in the first quarter, and Taysom Hill came in and played surprisingly well. Well, he did pray, because I guarantee you no one would have betted Taysom Hill would have. Trevor Siemian. Sorry, guys. No one would have. It's just I thought Taysom Hill was the guy. Didn't they pay him like 4 years, $100 million or something? Anyway, so no one would have betted that Trevor Siemian would have came in and played as well as he did. But yeah, his team was able to hang on to win. Jameis suffered a knee injury. Hoping he's okay, because I really want to see how Jameis, even though I'm a Carolina fan, and of course I want my team in the playoffs, of course I want my team to win the Super Bowl, but if the Saints are a talented team, but I really want to see how Jameis performs in the playoffs. I really do want to see him get there if the Saints are able to get there, and it looks like they probably will get there, because they do have a great defense. They do have one of the most talented rosters in the NFL, and they don't even have Michael Thomas, so they're probably looking to unload him if he get healthy. Teams, Sean Payton is going to be looking to really unload him. But the reason I wanted to talk about this game is because of Sean Payton. Sean Payton always gets credit for being this boy genius. He's always, as this creative offensive mind. But you see, he always puts his team in a position to where he's trying to do too much. Like having his team, having Trevor Siemian with the ball on the Tampa goal line, all they needed, they needed a field goal. And I'm sure his line of thinking, man, we didn't want to give Brady the ball, needing just a field goal. We wanted to score a touchdown to make things more difficult for him. But you have to trust your defense in that situation. He put his defense in harm's way, but his defense was able to overcome the situation he put them in, because he had Trevor Siemian throwing the football when all they needed to do was run out the clock, and Tampa only had one timeout. They only had one timeout, and all he could have done was run out the clock, gotten it to where Brady had like probably about 35 seconds left after the kickoff, and they kick it deep into the end zone. The ball goes out of bounds, for a touch, deep into the end zone for a touchback. And the ball's on the 25 with 30 seconds. With the Saints defense, you take your chance with that. You don't give Brady a $140 to drive down the field. Now, luckily for you, your defense was playing exceptionally well, and they were able to pick 6 Tom Brady. And that's, man, what is that, like it's the third pick 6 he's thrown against the Saints? But yeah, they've made life rough for him in the regular season. But of course, we know Brady beat them in the playoffs where it counted the most last year. But I just have a problem with Sean Payton doing that, and knowing that he's trying to do too much, and then the guy come over and hug him, and he's like all happy as if he did something. Sean Payton, it's like, nah, dude, you put your defense in a situation, your team in a situation to where they could have lost the game. He's always trying to make it as if he just has this creative mind and everything like that. Like he's been around for a long time, and I honestly just think in many ways he's an overrated coach. He gets too much credit for not really accomplishing a whole lot in New Orleans. Came in 2006, won the Super Bowl, had some losing seasons. They did make the playoffs a few times. They've won the NFC South like 4 times in a row, trying to get their 5th this year. But it's like I say about any other player who gets the hype. And I said about the coach, there comes a time where you graduate from certain achievements. It's not enough to just win a division. I'm sure everybody will throw in the missed pass interference call, and yeah, you have a case there. But Sean Payton has had opportunities. It's not enough to just win the division. You got to go out there and execute. And when you look at some of the play calling that he's made over the past few postseasons, like he's not put his team in a situation to where they could go and win these games, because he's always trying to come up with something. It all started when they did that onside kick in the Super Bowl back in 2009 against the Colts. That's when everybody was praising him and giving him credit for that. And ever since then, he thought he was just this magician as a coach. And then he's far from that. He's a good coach, but he has been overrated. And I think that's just because he's been there so long and they decided to keep him on there and stick with one coach with the Saints. Because like I said, he's been there for a long time. But yeah, I just didn't like how he put his team in that position. Today I was, with the Panthers winning, I'm still hanging on to the fact that they're a good team. They just need to get healthy. When they get healthy, and if they get healthy, completely healthy, I'll judge them right there. But until then, I think the Panthers have a chance. And, today was a lose-lose for me, because this game wasn't going to be a tie. So the outcome of the Saints and Bucs, I couldn't win. We did win our divisional game. And I think, now we're 2-0 in the division. So that's good for us. We do have the Falcons one more time, and we have the Saints and Bucs. We have the Bucs twice, and 3 weeks later in the season, we have the Saints sandwiched in between that. So we'll continue to see. We did beat the Saints earlier, but of course there's an asterisk next to that because they were missing people. So we will see. Thank you guys for taking the time to hear me out. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think about Sean Payton as a head coach. I think the guy tries to do too much at times, but I want to know what y'all think. Leave a comment. I appreciate it, and we'll get back to you guys soon.